He who has a why can endure anyhow. Hi, Dan Fontaine, Fontaine Network, and I thought I'd start off my vlog with a quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. And to start this video on your why or your vision. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about your why. Tomorrow we'll talk a bit about vision and what I found. Now this all started when I was going through some of my notes in a past webinar, and I was reading a statement made by a gentleman named Ray Higdon, and it was, vision is more powerful than a why. I went, what? Here I've been, coaching and talking about developing and designing your why as so very important in any success in your life, any business venture, any direction that you're going, understanding why you're doing something. And I read this by Ray: vision is more powerful than a why. I'm just, So that got me thinking, looking into this a bit. Are they the same? Are they different? How are they different? So I looked up, one definition seemed to fit a little closer than some of the others, and as an adverb, a why is your reason, your purpose, or your cause. Well, now that makes sense, your reason for doing something, the purpose, why you're doing it. Now, if you don't understand why you're doing anything, why are you doing it? Okay, but I waited until today to do this video because over the weekend, I get together with a group called a salon. It's a kind of an old style group where people get together and discuss various topics. In our case, we basically politics and religions are not allowed, but we have an awful lot of very interesting topics. So I posed this question, a why, a vision, are they different? Are they the same thing? What's the difference, if there is one? And from the 7 other people sitting at my table, they sort of surprised me, but I hadn't thought about it at this point, or at this level. It was motivation, your motivation. Now I understand that. Now, so that made sense to me. Simple things like, why do you go to work? Well, to pay my bills, or to buy a new house, to get college for my kids, things like that. Now, I had thought from their descriptions of what they thought of why was, I was thinking on maybe perhaps a different, more personal, deeper, more involved level. Perhaps these things like paying bills and your mortgage, or bringing your spouse home from work, maybe those are choices you make because you have a higher why for doing these things. Why are you actually doing? Is it serving a higher personal purpose? So that got me thinking, now do we have some levels, 2 different levels with a why, a higher why is why you're doing these basic things, why you're doing what you're doing. The higher why is the direction that you want these other activities to take you. So I want you to think about that a little bit if you'd like. I'm bringing, or I'll have 2 different links. One is 20 whats to find your why, and one is discovering your why. And just some links to check out and look at. See what you think. Don't, again, take too much time on these things. That could be procrastination. But if you're not sure why you're doing something, why you might be looking at a home-based business, why you're in a particular business or career, might be some things to answer for yourself. Look at this a little bit. Next time I'm going to talk about vision and your vision, and I found some really interesting things there. And then I'll follow up after that with what I've started to think may be the answer, at least for me, between how your why and your vision relate to one another. So thanks for watching. Dan Fontaine, Fontaine Network, and we'll see you tomorrow.